Well, I am also fairly well, and in this video, I will try to give you some idea about Dhanbari Jame Masjid. In this case, I went here through my personal car. So I will tell you that if you go here with your own car, you can go here very easily with the help of Google Maps. Or if you want to go here by public transport, since this place is very renowned, you can easily find out the communications to get there by asking anyone. As you can see now I have reached, and this path is basically the entrance to the mosque, so let's take a look at the history and know the history of this mosque. Basically, I want to say here that the history that I have told here is basically obtained from online. I do not have any statement or opinion of my own, so I will not be responsible in any way if any information is wrong here. Dhanbari Nawab Shahi Jame Mosque or Dhanbari Mosque is located in Dhanbari Upzila and municipality of Tangail district. This 700-year-old traditional mosque adds beauty to the royal resort of Dhanbari Nawab Manzil. Built in the Mughal style of architecture, the Dhanbari Mosque features exquisite craftsmanship in its mosaics and marble floors. This Dhanbari Mosque, built on about 10 kata land, was rectangular in appearance earlier, but after various renovations, it has now become square in shape. In the 16th century, Ispinjar Khan and Manovar Khan, two brothers of the Seljuk Turkish dynasty, built the first part of this traditional mosque, one-room mosque. According to legend, after defeating the tyrannical Zamindar of Dhanbari during the reign of Emperor Akbar, these two brothers took charge of the region and built this mosque. Nawab Said Nawab Ali Chowdhury, the first proponent of Bengali language, one of the founding members of Dhaka University, the first Chief Minister of United Bengal, the famous personality of Dhanbari, expanded and modernized this mosque about 120 years ago. The mosque has 4 entrances and 9 windows on its 4 sides. There are 34 small and big domes. Each of the 10 major minarets is about 30 feet high from the roof. The central mihrab niche is octagonal and has multi-grooved arches and is decorated with floral designs. Besides, there are 2 more unadorned mihrabs on either side of the central mihrab. Beside the central mihrab is a mimbar decorated with porcelain mosaic designs. 18 herabatis adorn the reserved room of the mosque, which was used for lighting purposes by the oil of narik. There are also 3 chandeliers used in the Mughal period. Lime, cirki, white cement, stone, iron envelope, etc. have been used in the construction of the mosque. Next to this mosque, there is a fortified ghat and a cemetery where Nawab Bahadur Said Nawab Ali Chowdhury is buried. Next to the mosque, there is a big lake of 7-acre area, and on the other side of the lake is Dhanbari Nawab Manzil. Nawab Ali, before his death, walked the state. To enter the Dhanbari Nawab Manzil, one has to pay a ticket of 30 rupees, which is valid for 2 hours after entering the Nawab Manzil. Shahi Khullah, the first son of Nawab Ali Chowdhury, came to Delhi from Baghdad. The then king of Delhi became a murid to him and gave him land to live in the then East Bengal. At first he lived in Nakalia of Pabna district. Later descendants migrated from Nakalia to Hemilin in Dhaka district. Shah Said Khudabaksh is a subordinate descendant of Shahi Khullah. He has one son Said Muhammad Shah, one daughter Sita Taliban Shah Chaudhurani. During the decline of the Pathans, the Turks had a zamindari in Dhanbari. The northern man of this clan was Raja Ali Khan Sahib.
من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون أم
The location of this house is in the middle of the beautiful scenery between the Bangshari and Beran rivers. Chandra clan King Yashoda was the former Pokhuria. Now Dhanbari was part of this Pargana, ruler during the Mughal period. His commander was Umra Dhanwar Khan of the Sultan of Gaur. He subtly captured the kingdom and gave it to his son Pinjar. This is P. Noor Khan and his brother Manwar Khan established Zamindari in Dhanbari. But there are other theories about the establishment of Zamindari. The main residential building of the Dhanbari Zamindar house, the Kachri building, a mosque with 3 domes and a graveyard are planned. The main residential building is protected by a palisade wall. It has a spacious garden inside. It is believed that Pinjar Khan and Manwar Khan were the founders of Dhanbari Mosque. The mosque is located on the banks of the Dighi outside the Dhanbari Nawab Manzil. The world has changed. Land tenure has also changed. There is no landlord. There is no Zamindari governance system. But their houses remain as witnesses of history. Dhanbari of Tangail is one such traditional Zamindar Bari, which is a minaret of memory in different parts of the country, which is well known as Nawab Palace or Nawab Manzil to the locals. Tourists will understand how well furnished the Zamindar house is by looking at its architectural style. A little extra beauty can be found. Centuries-old walls of Zamindar houses are witnesses of our history and times. Rich heritage is hidden in the decaying limestone layers. The lavish palace of the Zamindar is decorated with exquisite craftsmanship. Each and every wall of the building has a touch of beauty. The walls are not just walls, but like the pages of a book of living history embellished by the tireless historian, from which our young eyes can read thousands of years of history. The spacious garden in front of the royal palace is not just a garden. Rose petals and kamini leaves have fallen hundreds of thousands of times in hundreds of years, yet today the leaves of the king-queen's romance remain written on the leaves. The touch of the princess's hands on the petals. Hence, the wanderlust and history buffs flock to Zamindar's house again and again in search of tradition. The Zamindar house is located in Dhanbari Upjila of Tangail district, which is well known as Nawab Palace or Nawab Manzil to the locals. Zamindar Khan Bahadur Said Nawab Ali Chowdhury, who received the title of Bahadur, Nawab, CIA from the British, established this Zamindar family or Zamindar house in the middle of 1800s. How to go? Interchange transport from Dhaka's Mohak Hali bus terminal stops at Dhanbari right in front of Rajbari. However, it takes about 6 to 7 hours to reach Dhanbari due to local service. Besides, one can go to Tangail by Nirala transport bus from Makhali for 160 taka and go to Rajbari by CNG or auto rickshaw. Where will you stay? If you want to stay overnight here, you can stay at Dhanbari Nawab Manzil Resort. There are 4 types of accommodation in this resort. One can spend 1 to 5,000 rupees in Nawab Manzil's main palace or Kachri Ghar, villa, 200 years old tin shed building, and cottage, recently built tin shed bungalow. You will find all the furniture including carts, sofas used by Nawabs only in Manzil and palace. If you want to stay in Tangail town, there is Puli Vidyut and Lakat Government Rest House. You can stay overnight by contacting them. Al Faisal Hotel Residential, Hotel Sagar Residential, Apreen Hotel, SS Rest House, Sugandha Hotel, Nirala Hotel, etc. Can stay overnight in Nirala Junction of Tangail city. Apart from this, you can stay overnight in AC and non-AC rooms at Sekat, Aditya or Dream Toch Residential Hotels in Madhopur Upjila Sadar at low cost. Where to eat? Tangail has a variety of quality hotels and restaurants for dining. Among these, Hotel Nirala located at Nirala Junction of the city is particularly famous. There are also a few more food hotels at a close distance at Nirala Mode.